Living First Aid Box got you covered this Monday morning. Young people, you already know. I always make sure I come with valuable tips each morning to make your health better, to keep your health in check. So this morning I'll be giving you tips. I'll be giving you home remedies on what to do when you have a cut. What do you need to do? Maybe you might be cooking and one never knows the knife mistakenly touch your skin. Or you might be in the farm walking, a machete had to touch you, or an accident, any form of it. So, when you have a cut on your body, what do you need to do? The very first thing you need to do is make sure you clean the cuts. That is, rinse the cut gently under clean running water to remove any form of dirt. Then, after doing that, you make sure you make good use of your honey. Make good use of your honey. After cleaning your curd, immediately you realize, oh, you have a curd on your skin, you have a curd on your body. The first thing to do is make sure you clean that curd. Make sure you clean the curd. After cleaning the curd, make good use of your honey. Honey has natural antibacterial properties and can help promote healing. So you need to apply a thin layer of honey to the cut and cover it with a sterilized bandage. So make good use of your honey. Honey, honey, honey. I always advise each and everyone listening to the club number one, especially where there is no doctor, to always ensure there is honey back at home, because honey has a lot to play. Honey has a lot of rules to do as far as home remedies are concerned. So make good use of your honey. Make good use of your honey. Honey has natural antibacterial properties and it will help promote healing. So by the time you clean that cut, the next thing you need to do is apply your thin layer of your honey on that curd, and you will definitely feel better. Then, not forgetting your aloe vera. Aloe vera is known for its smoothing and healing properties. Apply fresh aloe vera gel directly from the leaf onto the curd to help reduce inflammation and promote healing. So aloe vera will help you when you have a cut on your skin. Make good use of your aloe vera. I advise each and everyone to make good use of your aloe vera back at home. If you don't have, then definitely make sure you get to grow one. It is very, very important to have aloe vera in your compound. Make good use of your aloe vera. Then, not forgetting of your coconut oil. Coconut oil will help you when you have a curd because it acts as a moisturizer. So by the time you apply a small amount of your coconut oil to the affected area, it will help prevent any form of infection and it will moisturize that curd. So make good use of your coconut oil. You go to the market, you simply say you want coconut oil and it will be given to you. And for most people, they like to produce their own coconut oil. So there's no problem. It's either you are producing your own coconut oil or you are getting the fabricated coconut oil. It will help you when you have a curd on your skin. It will help you. So make good use of your coconut oil and not forgetting your turmeric paste. Turmeric has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Make a paste by mixing turmeric powder with water and applying it to that curd. Then after doing that, make sure you cover with a bandage. So make good use of your turmeric paste. Make good use of your turmeric paste. Make good use of your coconut oil when you have a cut on your skin. Then not forgetting your garlic. Some people will be like, garlic? Yeah, garlic has natural antibacterial properties. Crush a clove of garlic, mix it with a little coconut oil, and you apply to the curve. So that is, you get your garlics from the market, you come back home, you get to crush your garlic, you mix with a little bit of coconut oil, and you apply directly on that affected area. Be cautious, as garlic can be irritating at times. Garlic has a lot of substance, and if you're not careful enough, it might cause you harm. So you need to mix your coconut oil with your garlic cloves, that is crushed garlic cloves, and you apply directly on that affected area. Then not forgetting your vitamin E oil. Once the cut has started to heal, applying vitamin E oil will help reduce scars. Yeah, when you have a cut, especially a very serious cut, if care is not taken, there'll be a scar left on your skin. And scars are never erasable because it gives you that memory, it gives you that same memory, like, oh, you see, I once had this wound on this day, on this date, and this and that. And by so doing, it gives you that reflection again. So scars are never advisable to be left on your skin. So by the time you finish treating your cut, you're done treating your cut, make good use of your vitamin E oil that will help wipe away the scar. So make good use of your vitamin E oil. Once the cut has started to heal, apply your vitamin E oil to help reduce scarring. Then not forgetting to keep it covered. Yeah, keep the cut cover with a bandage or a clean cloth in order to prevent any form of dirt or bacteria, and by so doing, it will promote healing. So when you have a cut, I say you need to be more careful than ever. You need to be more careful, more vigilant when you have a cut on your skin, because if you're not that careful, if you're not that vigilant, I bet you it might lead to something else. It might lead to ulcer, it might lead to terrible wounds on your body. So you need to make sure you're that vigilant, you're that careful when you have a scar on your skin. Keep it covered. Yeah, make sure you keep it covered. When you have a scar on your skin, make sure you keep it covered. So if you are just joining us this morning, I'm giving you tips, I'm giving you home remedies on what to do when you have a cut on your skin. What do you need to do when you want to treat minor cuts? We call it minor because maybe it's from a machete or maybe an axe when you're trying to split wood, from a knife, or just maybe walking around your compound and you miss your steps, then definitely you had a wound. So I call them minor cuts, but they are minor. If care is not being taken, it might lead to a major cut. So you need to be careful when you have a cut. Never you neglect a cut, because it starts from a cut to something else. So you need to be careful when you have a cut. You need to be careful. You need to be careful when you have a cut. Never you minimize a cut. Don't just say, it's something like, it's just a knife. If care is not taken, if possible treatments are not done, then it will lead to something else. It will aggravate to something different. So you need to make sure you make good use of your home remedies. Make good use of your home remedies. That's why I'm here every morning, to make sure you are guided on what to do, because never you neglect a cut, because from a cut it might go to something different. So you need to be sure, you need to be alert, you need to be informed when you have a cut. So as I earlier mentioned, when you have a cut, the very first thing you need to do is clean the cut. That is, Rinse the curd with clean water in order to take away any debris or dirt on that curd, because at that time your flesh, your skin is already exposed. So you need to make good use of your clean water rinse in order to take away any form of bacteria, any form of dirt on your skin. So that is the very first thing you're doing when you have a curd. Then not forgetting to make good use of your honey. Make good use of your honey. Honey has natural antibacterial properties, so it promotes healing. By the time you apply a thin layer of your honey on that affected area, then you're good to go. So make good use of your honey when you have a curd. Make good use of your honey. Then not forgetting your aloe vera. Aloe vera gel will help you for anything that has to do with healing. So make good use of your aloe vera gel when you have a cut on your skin. Apply fresh aloe vera gel directly on your skin. So make good use of your aloe vera gel. I know there are a lot of people who have aloe vera back at home, but they're getting it for their very first time. That aloe vera will help you when you have a cut on your skin. When you have a wound on your skin, aloe vera would definitely help you. So make good use of your aloe vera gel when you have a cut on your skin. Then, not forgetting your coconut oil. Your coconut oil will help you when you're suffering from a curd. Coconut oil has antibacterial properties and a moisturizer. So by the time you apply a small amount of your coconut oil on that affected area, it will prevent any form of infection and it will stay hydrated. So make good use of your coconut oil when you have a cut on your skin. Make good use of your coconut oil. Then not forgetting your turmeric paste. Turmeric has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Make a paste by mixing turmeric powder with water and applying it directly on that affected area. So you get your turmeric powder, is commonly called the yellow ginger. So you get your turmeric powder, you mix with water, you create a paste and you apply on that affected area. So make good use of your turmeric powder. I know most people are getting it for the very first time. Yes, yes, yes. Turmeric will help you when you have a cut on your skin. When you have a wound on your skin, turmeric powder would definitely help you. You just need to get it, you mix with water, you create a paste, and you place on that affected area. And not forgetting your garlic. Garlic has natural antibacterial properties, so you just get your cloves, yeah, your garlic cloves, you crush, you mix with a little bit of coconut oil and you apply directly on the curd. You get your clove oil, you take your garlic, you mix and you apply directly on the curd. So make good use of your garlic when you're suffering from wound, you're suffering from a cut on your skin. So you get to crush your garlic cloves, you mix with a little bit of coconut oil and you apply on your skin. Then not forgetting to keep it covered. Always make sure your cut is covered from any form of bacteria, any form of dirt, for better healing, because by the time it is covered it will promote healing. So always make sure you keep your cut, you keep your wound covered. Don't expose it, because by the time you expose it, you don't know when it might be affected. You don't know when any form of dirt or bacteria can step on it. So always make sure you keep your cut covered. It is very, very important. Then not forgetting to make good use of your vitamin E oil. Once the cut has started healing, make sure you apply your vitamin E oil in order to take away scars. As I always say, scars are not advisable. Scars are never advisable. So by the time you have a cut and there's a scar on your skin, make sure you make good use of your vitamin E oil. You just need to go to a beauty parlor, you need to go to a cosmetic shop, and you say you want a vitamin E oil, and it will be given to you. You simply just take your vitamin E oil and you apply on that affected area in order to take away scars. So if you're joining us this morning, I'm giving you tips, I'm giving you home remedies on what to do when you have a cut, when you have a wound on your skin. What do you need to do? The first thing is rinse the wound, use clean water to rinse the wound. After doing some rinse, make good use of your honey. Make good use of your honey because honey has natural antibacterial properties. So make good use of your honey. After making good use of your honey, make good use of your aloe vera gel. Make good use of your aloe vera gel because it will promote healing. And not forgetting your coconut oil. Coconut oil will definitely help you when you have a cut on your skin. And your turmeric paste, commonly called the yellow ginger, you just need to mix with water, you create a paste, and you apply on that affected area. So make good use of your turmeric paste, make good use of your vitamin E oil, and always make sure your wound is covered. Always make sure it is covered, and not forgetting your garlic cloves with a little bit of coconut oil mixed together. So by the time you're suffering from a cut, maybe through your knife, your machete, your axe, or you missed your step, you have a wound on your skin, simply practice these tips and you will thank me later. So make sure you practice these home remedies back at home because never you neglect a curd. I still insist because from a curd it might lead to ulcer, it might lead to other dangerous stuffs. So make sure you treat them at the level of a curd. Make sure it is being treated. So that was it for Where There Is No Doctor this morning. Go nowhere, for we have our educative segment coming up after this musical break.
Jimmy Radio 93.3 FM.